This bracket allows me to install a hydraulic handbrake with no welding and no fabrication. In other words, completely bolt-on. So let's install it. Hey guys, News is Carl here. I feel like a hydraulic handbrake is one of those mods that makes your drift car finally start to become a drift car. But having to fabricate a mount to get that hydraulic handbrake in your car, to some easy peasy, but to others not so much, especially if you don't have access to the right tools. If you have access to the right tools and the skills to do it, more power to you. But if you want a stupid simple way to mount your hydraulic handbrake into your E46 or E36, this might be for you. Now I do like fabricating as much as the next guy, but I do have an appreciation for parts that just go together like Legos. So when I got tired of my old hydraulic handbrake setup, I got the itch to design something that was super simple to install and allow me to mount a hydraulic handbrake while keeping most of my interior. So I got to work. I started taking some measurements to figure out where everything needed to be. I 3D printed some prototypes, and I even made some prototypes to test out. I made more revisions, and I 3D printed more prototypes to try to make it more universal, and ultimately we end up with this. This is the Factory 616 OEM location hydraulic handbrake mount for the E46 and the E36. Since most dual caliper setups require you to remove all the parking brake components in the rear, it makes the factory parking brake that is normally sitting right there absolutely useless. So I decided to take advantage of this, and now I have this entire area where I can mount my hydraulic handbrake. I prefer pull-up style handbrakes anyway, so it's a win-win for me. So with this handbrake mount, you get the main handbrake mount itself. You get this piece, which will be used depending on what handbrake setup you have. You have some M8 carriage bolts, along with the corresponding nuts and washers, and some hardware to replace your stock bolts for the OEM handbrake. I designed the slots this way to try to accommodate as many hydraulic handbrake bolt patterns as possible. And that's where this piece comes in, allowing you to adjust to multiple ranges within this pocket. I also have a drawing that shows what bolt patterns will fit for this handbrake mount. In order to check what bolt pattern your handbrake uses, just take your tape measure. In this case, the rear is about 1 inch and 3/16, and front to back is about 4 3/8. And the holes are about 5/16. So if yours doesn't use M8 hardware, you may need to make some modifications. Installation is pretty straightforward. All you need is a 13mm wrench. You may need additional tools depending on your handbrake layout. And for the back screws, you're going to take your plate, toss it in the back where you need it. And just like that, it's ready to get installed. Now if you're running a hydraulic handbrake that uses one of these Woolwood brackets or any other bracket that has a 2-bolt design, you could bolt it straight to the handbrake mount itself and not use this piece. To install it, place your hydro and your mount where the stock handbrake typically would be. Take your replacement hardware and bolt it right up. And using that same 13mm, tighten her down. And then from there, if you haven't already, just mount your master cylinder and your handbrake line kit. I haven't found a way to keep the armrest, and I still need to figure out a mount for the rear part of the center console. It still fits nicely. And then the final touch, OEM handbrake boot. A nice OEM style handbrake setup for your E46 or E36. So, how about we go test this out? So that is it for this video. I know it's a short one, but I wanted to show you guys this handbrake mount because I've never officially showed it on this channel. If you are interested in one of these, I have it linked down in the description. I just got another batch in recently and I've already sold like a quarter of it, so get it while you can. Let me know what you think about this handbrake mount in the comment section down below. And if there's any other parts that you want to see for the E46, or any car for that matter, also let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.